The house was too quiet after Laura's confession, the kind of silence that stretched, waiting to be broken. My pulse thudded in my ears, drowning out her useless excuses. Mark. The man I trusted with my life, the man I'd asked for help, was Leela's father. I felt the air thicken around me, a pressure building behind my ribs. I wasn't sure if it was from the accident, or the betrayal, but breathing became a conscious effort. Laura shifted her weight from foot to foot. She kept glancing at Jason's door like it was some kind of escape hatch, like she was calculating whether she could wake him, use him as a shield against what was coming. I saw the plan forming in her mind. "Don't," I said, my voice hoarse. "Leave him out of this." Her mouth snapped shut. For a moment, there was only the rain tapping against the windows and the distant hum of traffic. Then the front door creaked open. I didn't need to see his face to know it was Mark. I recognized the slow, deliberate footsteps, the ones I used to think belonged to a man who'd always have my back. Now they sounded like a countdown. He stopped in the doorway, rain dripping from his jacket, his hands still resting on the knob, like he wasn't sure if he should stay or run. His eyes flicked from the DNA results on the table to Laura's pale face, then finally to me. "Hey Mark," said voice low. "Let's talk about this." You knew I said the words. Like broken glass in my throat. You knew she was pregnant with your kid? And you watched me raise her like she was mine. Mark's jaw tightened, but he didn't move. It wasn't like that. Then what was it like? I snapped, stepping forward. Was it a mistake? A one-time thing? Or was every "I'm working late" text just another night in my bed with my wife? Laura flinched at my words. Good. Mark's silence told me everything. My fist was moving before I even realized it. It connected with his jaw, a sickening crack that echoed through the house. Mark stumbled back, one hand flying to his face, blood already staining his teeth. I didn't stop. A decade of friendship, of trust, of brotherhood, it all shattered with every punch. Laura screamed for me to stop, her voice distant and meaningless, but I kept swinging, kept unleashing every bit of pain and rage, until Mark was gasping on the floor, his back against the wall. "Jason's in the next room," Mark coughed, spitting blood onto the hardwood. "You want him to see this?" His words hit harder than any punch could. I froze. Jason. My son. He was mine, and no matter what Laura or Mark had done. Jason was innocent. Laura must have seen the shift in me, because she lunged for her phone. "I'm calling the cops," she said, voice shaking. "No, you're not." I grabbed the phone before she could dial. "Because if you do, I'll tell Jason everything. I'll tell him about you and Mark, about how you lied to him his entire life." Her face crumpled. "Please." "You didn't protect him," I hissed. "So now I will." Mark wiped the blood from his mouth, his expression a mix of pain and something darker, fear. "You're not taking them away from me," Laura said, her voice barely above a whisper. "Watch me." I didn't sleep that night. Instead, I lay awake staring at the ceiling, my mind turning over every move I needed to make. The divorce. The custody battle. The quiet war I was about to wage. Because Jason was mine. And I'd burn everything to the ground before I let Laura or Mark take him from me. The betrayal cut deep, but my revenge would cut deeper. 2 weeks later, the courtroom smelled of polished wood and stale air, a suffocating blend of order and lies. Laura sat stiffly beside her lawyer, Mark in the back row, his jaw still bruised. Neither met my gaze. The judge's voice was a distant hum, until one moment cut through like a blade. "Full custody of Jason granted to Mr. Cole Walker." Laura's face crumpled. Mark's knuckles went white. But I wasn't done. As the judge rose, I slid a sealed envelope across the table to Laura, a copy of Mark's internal affairs report. Turns out my friend wasn't just betraying me, he was dirty pocketing cash from busted drug houses. Her eyes widened. Mark froze. I leaned in, voice a whisper only they could hear. "You took my family," I said. Now I've taken yours. Because with Mark facing criminal charges and Laura tied to his lies, they'd both lose everything, including Leela. I walked out with Jason's hand in mine, his grip tight, his love real. They destroyed my life in secret. I destroyed theirs in the light. And I didn't look back.